Hi everyone, and welcome to Skipper Sandra. I'm so glad you're here. This is 2020. Yay, we made another year. How exciting is this? 2020. This is truly going to be a remarkable year. There's a lot going on all over the world, and we here in the United States are no exceptions with all kinds of things, and I'm not going to get into a lot of them. What I am going to get into, though, is letting you know what I had planned. So I don't know about you guys, but I personally am a planner person, okay? I love planners, and so is my best friend Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. So, of course, the end of the year, beginning of the year, we start working on our planners. And what I decided this year was that I was going to take one holiday a week or so, and we were going to do something about it, you know, some focus or something. It's something fun. Well, that's great, and I have it all planned out. Come to find out that every single day, believe it or not, every single day has some sort of wacky kind of holiday. I mean, it's like be kind to your dragon. I mean, wow, I'm excited about this. This is going to be fun. So with that said, I had something planned, but something else came up. We're all, well, most of us are internet surfers, okay? And I am a part of a lot of crochet groups, don't tell my husband, a lot of crochet hooks, groups on Facebook. One of them happened to have mentioned that one of the people in one of the groups happened to mention that they're a part of another group. It's not specifically crochet, nor knitting, nor sewing. It's all of it. But it is in reference to what's going on in Australia. And this is the Animal Rescue Collective Craft Guild, okay? They accept knitted, crocheted, sewn items. And they're in need of like joey pouches, everything from extra small to extra large, bird rodent nests, bat wraps, flat bat wraps. I have no idea what that is. I can't wait to find out. Hanging pouches, 3D hanging pouches, blankets, kitten onesies. Okay, I have images of what a kitten onesie is. I can't wait to see what I'm sure they have tutorials or whatnot. Can't wait to see that, because that is just, I'm going to probably have to make one just for my cat, just because I have to. She'll hate me, but that's okay. I will live with that. Animal sweaters and possum bird boxes. So just so that you can see, I printed it out so that I could read this off to you. But they have who's behind it, all kinds of information. They talk about what they need in each of these items. They have tutorials. This is a great organization. You know, they say for every cup of coffee that you drink, you should drink a glass of water. Well, I say for every gift that you make for someone or yourself, make something for those less fortunate. Australia is a great example. They really, really need our help. They're our brothers and sisters. They are part of this collective that we call the world, so we really need to reach out to them. I know that in many parts of the United States and the world, homelessness is a big problem. Now here in Oregon, as of January 1st, they no longer, and when I mean they, is grocery stores and department stores no longer give you a plastic bag. However, a lot of us still have some. If you go onto YouTube and search out homeless plastic mats, you can find patterns to make plastic mats for homeless people, and this really helps them insulate them from the ground. It's not getting warmer just yet, it's actually getting colder, so this is something to do with those plastics. Microplastics and plastic bags are affecting the entire planet. They're affecting the ocean, and that is a very big concern to me. I am a huge ocean supporter, so that concerns me with what it does to our animals that are eating these plastics and affect our entire climate. So again, if we can help, let's do it. Now, I've heard it said that 2020 is the year of hindsight. However, I'm thinking it's more of the self-care year. Not selfish, you know, not that it's all about me, but self-care and taking care of myself. I'm also able to help others, and I think that's the focus we should be going on. to help ourselves and help others. What a great thing that would happen if we all came together to do that. So I put that to you. What do you think? What do you think 2020 is all about for you? I'd love to hear, and you can comment down below. So that's one. Now, for those of you who are in Oregon, you already know. But for those of you who are not in Oregon, we have the ducks and the beavers. And, well, Debbie, if you're watching, hi. And Tony, if you're watching, I'm sorry. So Tony is a Beavers fan and Debbie is a Ducks fan, and I work with both of them. Tony is my manager and Debbie is my supervisor, and they're both wonderful people. I went to work this morning all decked out. I don't know, can you see my shirt? Yeah, I was wearing this and I was wearing another sweatshirt, that bright yellow one, wearing that. And I took my Donald. So several months ago, Scentsy came out with their Scentsy Buddy, and this is the Scentsy Buddy Donald. And actually, this is the shirt he actually came in, you know, Donald Duck's little sailor shirt. Isn't that adorable? I just love it. Okay, so I saw it, and just so happens that my Scentsy person is my best friend, Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. And she let me know right away, hey, because she knows how much I love Disney. Disney is like my thing. There's a lot of things that are my thing. But anyway, Disney is my thing. And so she said, hey, Sandra, there's Scentsy Buddy, and it's Donald. They also have other ones, but I saw him and I fell in love with him. I just thought he was so cute. And I knew he needed a Ducks jersey. Well, it just turns out that this year they went to the Rose Bowl again. Yay! And they won! Yeah! That's 2 Rose Bowls. Two. Anyway, so one of the things that Debbie pointed out is that I was missing a rose. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a rose on either side. And then every time they win a Rose Bowl, I'll just add another one. So we're going to cover this shirt in roses. Love it. I love roses. So there you go. I win yet again. But yeah, isn't this great? So this is one of the Scentsy Buddies, and it's right on to see his little foot. It's a Scentsy. Isn't that cute? I love it. Little feet, little feet, little feet. So I just took the shirt off and made this shirt. Now, this pattern was super easy. This is a pattern, and I'll put it down below, but this is a pattern that was originally for those hot sauce bottles, okay? All I did was take a larger hook and a larger yarn, okay? And I did add, so I think the pattern actually called for 15 across, and I added 6 more stitches so that it would make it a little wider. See, so it can make a, because he's got a little bit of a butt. So I made it just a little bit wider so that it would fit him just fine. But other than that, I followed the pattern almost exactly. The O on his chest, they did it in, so you know, put the numbered jersey of your favorite player. I just did an O for the Ducks because, you know, he's a duck. So it was that simple, really. Super cute. You can do it in any color. This particular yarn, the green, this is an old skein that I had. I have no idea where I got it, what color it was, and this was before I realized that you really should keep the labels of things. I know it's in acrylic, 100% acrylic, but I have no idea what the color way is. I have no idea what the brand is, none of that, because the label has gone the way of the dodo a long time ago. Now this yellow, this one Rhonda gave me because I was over at her house the other day when I made the jersey, and she gave me some of this yellow for the neck. See his neck and the back. See, it went all the way around. And then for his O, I will get, because this is a really pretty yellow. I really like this yellow. It's not super bright, but it's definitely a nice color. So I will find out from her what the name of this, what brand this is, and what the colorway is. And I will put that below as well. Again, it's just acrylic, 100% acrylic, and it was super easy, super fun. And you can do it for your own sauce bottles, stuffed animals, wine bottles, beer bottles, whatever it is, and make your own jerseys. I think they're absolutely adorable. Okay, so this is a lot of fun. Now, continuing on. If I don't remember if I had, to be honest with you, I can't remember if I had told you guys about my Oceans blanket. So this is the Oceans blanket I've been working on. And I work on it periodically, as you can see. I didn't get this pattern from anyone in particular. I made it up as I went along. I just knew I wanted stripes. I fell in love with this yarn. So this happens to be the Bernat Blanket Breezy yarn. It is super soft. I love it. It is, I think a little bit on the thinner side. It is a 4, but I think it's on the thinner side. So here's a strand so that you can see how that, it's just very fluffy is what it is. I love it. I think it's great. It's very warm and it's relatively easy to work with. I will say I am the type of person, I don't like it when colors stop halfway through a row. You know, when you get that little like step because of the change of color. I don't happen to like that. So what I do is I actually will crochet through and then unwind until I get the color that I want. So then what happens is you wind up with these little balls of color. And this is what I do. I put them into plastic bags, each their own color. That way, when I'm ready to go use that color again, so when I run out, so I've been working on a row and I run out, and I think I actually got this, oh, see? So I got this to the end and see how I am done with this. This isn't going to go all the way across. I can tell you right now, this is not enough to make it all the way across. So when I run out of this, I can go ahead and grab another ball and finish it. So I can make these stripes as wide as I want or as narrow as I want. I always have enough. Now here's the hitch and the giddy up. That also means you have to unwind. So it is time consuming in the sense of you're unwinding this ball. And I can tell you that so far, well, I thought I could tell you. I knew I had the, oh, I know where it's at. Hold on. So far, this much of the blanket has taken 3 balls. Okay, I have 1 more. And I still have plenty of leftover yarn. It's just that this, I'm sure I'm going to run out of some sort of color. So I do have a plan on how I'm going to incorporate that color or those colors in a way that will make some sense. Again, this is kind of a sea breezy type of feel to this blanket. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think it's going to be kind of fun. And again, this is just another like a TV blanket, and it's very warm and cuddly, and I'm really enjoying it. So I enjoyed this so much that I wound up getting, I saw this, I think it was on sale. I think Rhonda and I were, what a surprise, right? Rhonda and I were out shopping, and I found this other one. Isn't this neat? And so in the middle, if I push it through, see how it has that same light blue, but it has the green and the yellow, and that's what got my attention. I'm thinking ducks. Okay, so it's kind of like a duck. And so here's, I don't know if you guys could see that. Can you see that colorway? So the yellow and green and white and light blue. So it just reminded me of the ducks, and I think I'm gonna have to make myself a duck blanket or something duck related. This is again the Bernat Blanket Breezy, and from Yarnspirations, and the color is Surf's Up. I didn't plan that. I really didn't plan it, but the color Surf's Up, and I love it. It's a great color. I love the colorway. Isn't that fun? Look at that. So it's got like the green and the yellow and the blue. I just love it. I think it's fabulous. So I only have 3 skeins of this. That doesn't mean I can't get more, but to start with. So I'm not sure if I'm going to make a blanket out of it or if I'm going to make something else out of it. I haven't decided yet, but that's coming. And I won't do the same pattern. I'll do something else. I may try to see if I can't recreate duck feet with the yellow part. I think that would be a lot of fun. So do like the green, and then on the green have the yellow duck feet. Or maybe on the blue, like as if it were water and they're paddling in the water. I have visions of duck butts swimming in water and you know, this kind of thing, like this, okay, but behind them is watch. So this is what I have visions of, like this, okay, duck feet. Oh my gosh, would that not be the cutest thing? Anyway, so did you like looking at Donald's? But anyway, I get ideas and this is how they come to me. Yeah, I do a lot of crazy ideas. The other thing, and I want to let you know, I didn't finish it in time for Halloween. And part of the reason is because I dumped a drink on it by accident. I had a bottle here on the table and I hit it and it fell over. And so I was going to wash it, but I can't figure out a way to wash it since it's in mid-process. So I'm going to finish it, but see how it says Nevermore and the crow is there? Isn't that gorgeous? I love this. And this is, again, that same kind of yarn. I am just in love with this. It's not the Bernat Breezy, it's a different yarn, but this is very fluffy. It's velvety. It's not fluffy, it's velvety. And this is going to be one of those Halloween pillows. I love Edgar Allan Poe, so I'm hoping to have that done here not too long. Now they're saying, for those of you that are here in Oregon, they're saying that next week we're going to come into some snow and it's going to get bad. So we're looking, from what I've been told, we all know that the weatherman says one thing and then Mother Nature decides to do something else. But from my understanding, we're looking at something like 2008. And if that's the case, then we're all going to get stranded again for about a week. If that's the case, I've got projects. So this is why you need a stash, okay? If you have any partners or spouses out there that are like, well, why do you need so much yarn? You tell them it's because of these kinds of things. Can you imagine? You're going to keep nice and warm. You don't have to have the house heated to 80 degrees because you're going to have all these fabulous blankets. What can I tell you? Just like the one that's back here. This one here, I know I've shown this one to you guys before, and this is the Toby blanket. This is the Toby mommy blanket. So this is for when mommy and Toby are crocheting, and he needs to be nice and warm. This is one of those blankets that we use, and I love this blanket. It's nice and heavy, and again, another one of those fun patterns. It was super easy, nothing spectacular, and just a nice project to do when you're sitting and watching TV and having nothing to think about, you know. There's all kinds of projects, and that one was very exciting. Oh my gosh, I have another project that I want to show you. All right, so hold on a second. All right, everybody, what do you think? I love this cowl. It's a V cowl, and it has this beautiful leaf design. Now, this came straight out of a magazine, and it was a Crochet magazine, and what I will do is I will put a link to the pattern for this as well, but I subscribed to that magazine, so it came. Now, this was actually a sweater, okay, and I wasn't all that fond of the sweater, but I loved this pattern. This was supposed to be the edging of the sweater, and I thought, ooh, that would make a great scarf. And I originally was going to do a loose-ended scarf, but then I was afraid of losing the pattern because, of course, can you tell I'm just in love with this leaf pattern? I loved it, and so I made this, and it's very, very comfortable. So I'll again list the same thing. I will put this yarn colorway, the yarn and everything down, all that information down below, and the hook size that I used. And it was just the pattern itself, okay, I used from a magazine, but then I turned it into the scarf, and really it's just a loose scarf, and then I just combine the edges and stitch them together into a V. And it really is just so fabulous because you can do this with anything. And I'll tell you what, it keeps me nice and warm. Sometimes you don't need that big, huge, bulky thing. You just need something right here on your chest to kind of keep you warm. And the nice thing with this one is if it's really cold and I have it under a jacket or something, I can close it up a little bit more. And I have this beautiful pattern, or I can open it up a little bit when I get a little bit warmer, like I go outside. So I can do that as well. And I love it. And it's really just, and you can make it whatever length you want. Of course, you know, that's what I decided to do. But again, this pattern and this colorway is just stunning. Check that out. Wow, right? I love it. I am thinking of adding beading, just to give it a little bit of a sparkle, a snazz. So we'll see. I haven't really decided. I really like the fact that it doesn't, because then it allows for it to be very versatile. I don't have to worry about catching on things, and it will still keep me warm. So I really like it. And you know what? My neck is kind of, I didn't realize how it really does warm me up. I really like that. I might have to wear this to work tomorrow. So anyway, that's that. So with that said, lots going on, lots of fun being had, lots of cute projects to do, and variations. So don't forget, I've often talked about this, is that just because you saw something in one form doesn't mean you have to do it in that form. If you see a stitch on a blanket, that doesn't mean that you can't use it for a sweater. It doesn't mean you can't use it for a cowl. You can do anything you want. Be creative. Think of other ways that you can use it. This actually, I was just thinking, with a different type of yarn, this yarn of course would be gorgeous too, but with a different type of yarn you could also do say a table runner. That would be really nice, something like that too. There's so many other things that you can do with it other than whatever somebody else came up with. That was their version. That was what conceived out of their head. You can do so many things with it. So what can you do? What have you taken? And I challenge you to tell me, what have you done? What have you seen, a pattern or an idea where you took it and you kind of morphed it into something different and exciting for yourself or for a friend? That would be fun to see too. So many projects. There's been so many months. Share with me. Go on to Facebook, like the page, and tell me what you've been working on. Show me what you've been doing, or ask questions. I love to answer questions and help people out, so please feel free to ask questions there. Like I said, down below you'll have the information on all the projects that we've talked about today, and keep on coming back because we're going to have more and more fun every week this year. It's just going to be one big adventure. We're going to have giveaways, we're going to have outings. There's stuff going on. So you guys, I can't wait to see what you're going to do, and I hope to meet up with those of you who are in Oregon. If you ever have a chance to come up to the Portland area, send me a message and let me know. Maybe we can hook up and do something fun. For those of you in other states, don't worry. I have plans. I may be out in your area. So keep a weather eye out and let's see what we can do together. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for joining me yet again, and we will see you again here next week. All right. Have a great week, everyone. Talk to you soon from Skipper Sandra. Bye-bye.